All right, so I'm gonna make a quick video. Like I said, I had on another YouTube channel, I had a video that got like pretty viral. So I'm not sure if anyone's watching this channel, but I just wanted to make a quick video because I know that like I had the perspective that a lot of partners can kind of be in the dark about borderline personality disorder. And like, I just want to start by saying, if you are a partner of someone, I have borderline personality disorder where I was diagnosed with it. I feel like my symptoms are kind of in remission now because of like all the personal work I've done. But if you are a partner of someone with borderline personality disorder, I feel for you a lot because I know like my partner's been through a lot and it can be confusing and stuff because like in BPD, they have a lens that they see the world through this certain lens, and it can like change it. So like, they might be reacting in a certain way and you don't know why, but it's because they're not seeing the same world as you are per se. But what I can say is, and also I'm not saying like some people, I know like there's two extremes. There's one extreme that says, oh, the BPD partner should just put up with everything and not have any boundaries and just accept that they had trauma. But I honestly, even as someone with BPD, I know this is hard to say and this can be a little triggering, but like, you got to have your boundaries and you got to have your, and again, boundaries are hard with BPD, but like if your partner's doing things that are like, physically or super abusive and you're in a really bad place, obviously you don't have to stay in the relationship just because the partner has BPD. And, always, take care of yourself first so that you can love someone else. But if your partner, if you love your partner and things are good most of the time, but, sometimes they just, like maybe they just ignore you and you don't know what you did or you don't know why they're ignoring you. This is true for a lot of examples. And, obviously communication can be hard for someone with BPD, but you could ask them. But a lot of times people with BPD, they don't want you to they don't want to have to explain it. It's like they want you to do the work. But what I'll say is if they're ignoring you, 9 times out of 10, this is true in my example, and I'm pretty sure this is true from others from what I read. If we're ignoring you, and I've gotten a lot better at this, but if sorry, I'm beating around the bush. If they're ignoring you, it's because it's hard to explain. They're seeking like reassurance, but like, it's like they're checking your love. And it seems confusing because a person with borderline personality disorder, if we're triggered by something that our partner does, like they don't text back or they cancel on us for the day, you would think that we would want to pull them in. And sometimes that can be the case. But if they're pushing you away, that's what they're doing. They're pushing you away. They're putting you out, out of the house, and they're saying, of their mind, technically, like the figurative speech. Okay. They're pushing you away and they're wanting you to come back and say, oh, I love you. I need you. They're wanting their reassurance. So they're pushing you away so that you'll sort of feel what they were feeling like a lot. So let's give a real world example. So maybe you didn't text your partner back for an hour and now they're like sending one word text or they're ignoring you. What's going through your partner's head? They're probably thinking to themselves, I knew it. She doesn't really love me, or he doesn't really love me, or he's cheating on me, or he doesn't want me anymore, or I'm not good enough. So I'm just gonna, push them away because it's gonna protect myself from being hurt. And I'm just gonna like, not really care and just kind of like, go from those extremes. Like they flip the switch, they go from I love you to I hate you. And then it's just going to push you away. And they want you to come back and say, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I think that like a solution for that is, for both people, obviously, like know that you have to have perspective, which is hard for people with BPD, but like your partner's not ignoring you or abandoning you. And there's a difference between real signs of abandonment or cheating or anything. And then like, if you really think about it and you write it down or you talk to someone else about it, like a trusted other, maybe they're busy for an hour. Maybe they took a nap. Maybe they're with their friends and they are doing something else. And I know this can be hard for me too. So it can be hard, to have that perspective. But I would say the best thing that you can have is honestly open communication. And for a person with BPD, instead of saying this, it can be so hard for us to say this made me feel unwanted or this made me feel abandoned and that's why I'm pushing you away. So maybe, you could have that perspective as a partner and just be like, are you ignoring me because you feel like this? And then, the person with BPD has to be like, yeah, I am, you know what I mean? And just open communication and honesty is the best way forward. And, just moving forward in love and knowing that someone can really love you if you have BPD. It's not like fake. And so, yeah.